What is going on, bro? Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody. Yo, man, I'm getting caught up on the whole the Joe Budden situation with RORY and MAL, and I'm kind of looking. There's an episode Joe Budden's did, and he's basically saying on the episode, he was just like, well, if RORY and MAL end up moving on, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll end up suing them because I think he said they still got a year left on their contract. So you can't move on, you know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of looking at that like, yo, Joe, like, why don't you just let them do their own thing and get like syndicated and just move on, bro? Like, that's how I'm thinking. I'm like, why even make this public? And then I started like looking at what RORY and MAL has been saying, and I listened to the whole situation is crazy. It's corny, bro. Then I listened to DJ Akademiks. He just had a rant, right? So he's talking about the whole thing, and he's basically like, RORY and them, he's basically saying like they're speaking to a bunch of different celebrities and talking crazy about Joe Budden's, like behind the scenes, and they were planning on going on a strike. You see what I'm saying? And he let Joe Budden's like know everything. You know what I'm saying? So that's why he decided to just flip on him on that episode and basically say, yo, like if y'all end up doing your own thing, I'll end up suing you. And then you got to think, you know, if you're trying to protect yourself, like Joe Budden's, you already got an audience that kind of turned on you because they looking at you like you the bad person in this situation. You know what I'm saying? So he kind of got to set the record straight. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Joe Budden's, man. This is a wild, wild situation, bro. And this is a perfect example as to why if you're going to do something, you might as well just do it on your own. You know what I mean? But, you know, you want different dynamics. You want different personalities in there. But when it comes to money, you see what I'm saying? Like everybody's going to feel like, even when you're in a situation like RORY and MAL, where you just on the show, like this is not just show, this is not the RORY and MAL like podcast, this is Joe Budden's podcast. They're going to feel like, that's why I don't have nobody doing like, you know what I'm saying? They're going to feel like, well, I deserve just as much money as you. And you can't fault a person for feeling that. You see what I'm saying? Like, he feels like he deserves just as much money. You know, it is what it is. But at the same time, you are not Joe Budden's. Like, you know what I'm saying? You are not the person that was offered the Spotify deal. You are not the person that's the driving engine of the show. You didn't, like, deal with all the deal sources, the ad source, and like, all, like, you didn't have nothing to do with all that. At least that's what it sounds like. You know what I'm saying? From Joe's end when you listen to it. But this is crazy, bro. This is crazy. And then them having a problem with DJ Akademiks. DJ Akademiks is just blowing everything up, bro. Like, this is wild, bro. This is wild. If I was them, first of all, I would have appreciated the fact that I'm on a show that's blowing up. Like, why take it to the extreme? You know what I'm saying? Why take it to the extreme and try to sidetrack and, you know what I'm saying, go behind Joe Budden's back, and now y'all trying to plan a strike and y'all talking subversive to him? Why are you even talking? And this is a problem when people talk about people behind their back. When you talk about somebody behind, they gonna find out, bro. Nobody keeps secrets in his life. That's one thing my mom told me before she died. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nobody keeps secrets in his life. So you gonna talk to another celebrity that knows Joe. You don't think the word's gonna get back to him? You see what I'm saying? But you know how people feel like, oh, well, that's my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just having a problem. That's my brother. No, money's involved, bro. This is business. You cannot be going around talking subversive and thinking everything's about to be straight, bro. You can't. You know what I'm saying? Especially with a big situation like that. He trying to make money, trying to make moves, man. He can't afford y'all sneak this and them going behind his back. Like, no. And I know Joe Budden is not the most liked person. You know what I'm saying? He talk crazy about me on his show. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I'm not going to, you know, I think he right, bro. Like, I would have went off too, bro. I would have did the same thing. I would have went off. Bro. Like, I'm not about to, like, y'all only lit because you on my show and y'all still running y'all mouth talking crap. Man, I'm going off on y'all, bro. If you get another podcast, I'm suing you. And it's like that, bro. It's like that. That's crazy. That's crazy. Y'all know y'all wasn't paying attention to no RORY and MAL before the Joe Budden's podcast, bro. You wasn't. Somebody said facts. Somebody said I used to be a big Joe Ho. You said Joe's a whole female. You said once he gave them Rory and Mal drops in the intro, it was over. Exactly, man. When you give a... That's what it is, man. That's what it is. My girl coming over, man. Let me see if she's here before I finish talking to y'all. Hey, chill out. You said what? You said Mal and Rory is trash now. But they gonna have to do something, bruh. They gonna have to do something. You said Simps don't respect boss moves. Salute to Joe. Salute to Joe, man. I hope he gets nothing but success, bro. Just do it. If you're gonna do something, do it on your own. Do it on your own. Be like Star from the Star Report. Do it on your own. You know what I'm saying? Well, I mean, he got, you know what I'm saying, his friend, like, helping him. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, that's his show. And he makes it clear that is his show, bro. You know what I'm saying? So do it on your own. You said you just saying that because he white. You said anybody who thinks they in the right just broke-minded. Joe was right from the jump. He tried to be inclusive and it backfired. You said Mal and Rory is trash. You said I'm David Ruffin and these are the Temptations. You said, but he can't sue if you fire them. You said piece of the... But yeah, but we don't know the logistics behind that, bro. We don't know the logistics behind it. He could have just told him, like, yo, y'all suspended. Like, you don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? He could have been like, y'all suspended for right now. And they going, talking and running that, man. I'm going on a rant. Like, I'm going on a rant. Like, who is you? Like, what is you? You was nothing before you... Man, people crazy, bro. You said Mari and Rory... You said Mal and Rory put the time in. They should get paid. They were getting paid, bro. Like, what are you talking about? You think they supposed to get paid more than Joe Budden's? Is that what you saying right now? You crazy, bro. Y'all crazy. You think they should be getting paid more than Joe Budden's? How would you feel? And you know they subliminal talkers. Like, they be talking about everybody behind their back subliminally. So how would you feel if you got some dudes on? You know what I'm saying? You got them lit. Everybody knows who they, every entertainer, they all know who these people are, bro. You turn around and they sneak this in you, bro. Like, what? They trying to, like, you got a show popping and they trying to go behind your back and, like, not show up? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, get up off my show, bro. Get up off my show. This is Joe Budden's podcast. Get up off my show, bro. Like, it's crazy. Y'all trying to pick it? Like, y'all trying to pick, you want more money? Like, how much, I don't know how much he getting paid. Like, he on, like, a network. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he getting paid something crazy. You know, but nah, we ain't about to do that, bro. We ain't got, if you getting paid decent, I don't know what he's getting paid. You getting paid, you better not be running your mouth about me, bro. You better not be running your mouth about me. You said Joe was 100% correct in what he did. I would have went off on him too, bro. I would have went off. Somebody said you can tell who's short-sighted and who don't understand business. You said URL versus Norb is the same thing. You said it's called the Joe Budden Show. You said they were getting paid well just for 4 hours of talking a week. That's crazy. That's crazy. They all fresh ball caps, fresh fits, known. You know what I'm saying? Almost had a spot. If they would have just, like, kept straight, you know what I'm saying? Like, not been slick, kept straight, they could have continued to do it for a long time, and then they would have been in the situation to where, like, they could have got their own podcast off of it. They could have, you know, Joe could have helped them with some of his resources. You see what I'm saying? To get lit. Like, y'all, like, people not think Joe hasn't had a hit in how long? So for this guy to be able to have one of the biggest podcasts ever, you know what I'm saying? I mean, Joe Rogan is the biggest, I think. But to have one of the biggest podcasts ever on his own grind, you know what I'm saying? Like, think about what he had to go through. You know what I'm saying? He had to deal with the complex situation, had to deal with all that, you know what I'm saying? And deal with all the criticism, constantly on social media, making it pop. Then, like, talking to all these different people, to have all these artists talking about your show and doing all... Bro, it took ingenuity for him to get where he at, man. Dude's smart. You gonna try to... And you all came from nowhere, and you gonna cross him? You gonna cross this dude? Crazy. Y'all crazy, man. That's why, let me have a PIPERBOY Williams podcast. Y'all ain't nobody on it. Ain't nobody on it, bro. You see, like, even the battle rap, they be snaking you, doing all kinds. Man, it's crazy, bro. You said they should have took Star advice and caught the 5. You said they should have made their own channels, but allegedly they ain't want to. You said they had the floor and talking crazy too, but yeah, man, battle rap, you get snaked. Like, look at the whole Norm situation. Look at the Norm situation, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. You said, Joe said they could use any content they created for their own YouTube channel. So they could build their own stuff up, getting paid, and they keeping the content. Y'all know what Joe Rogan does. Like, shout out to him. He's a battle rap fan. Y'all know what Joe Rogan does. He's got Joe Rogan clips. So he'll have the Joe Rogan show, and then he'll take, like, the highlighted clips. He'll have his editor take the highlighted clips and put it on a whole nother channel. The clips do millions of views. Like, Joe Budden's don't do views like that. You know what I'm saying? But you could just have the clips, like the highlighted clips of y'all, you know, talking and put it on your own show. And you can eat off that until you get into a space to where everybody is so familiar with you. Now when you move on and you have your own podcast, it makes sense. People don't think, bro. People don't think, bro. We got this. People don't think, bro. You said Joe Buttons was talking crazy about Cassie, and now his show getting canceled. Cassidy really Thanos. You said, plus you can add other content around. That's a fact, bro. That's a fact. You got to think about Charlamagne the God, man. He's smart. You know what I'm saying? He's smart. Like, what do he do? Like the brilliant idiots, like all that smart. He's like, yo, I'm getting sources from the Breakfast Club. You know what I'm saying? Brilliant idiots doing all, like, you know what I'm saying? Your book deal. Like, you got to build. You don't start. It's the law of power, bro. Like, you don't snake the person that got you where you at. You don't do that. Like 50 Cent has never snaked Eminem. You know what I'm saying? He has never like talked crazy about him. You know what I'm saying? Because he understands, like, even though he's in a great position, he could do that now. He still don't do that. Because it's ethics, man. It's like, I mean, it's law of power, but then it is ethics, man. Like, this dude put you in a position to be great. It ain't right to snake somebody. You said Roy is white. He can blow up on YouTube easy talking about anything he doesn't know that show the intelligence level. You said never outshine the master. That's exactly right. You said how many times has told Mal he should start a sports podcast or a relationship podcast? You said everything that Joe championed on a podcast is exactly what Rory and Mal were asking for from Joe as a businessman and boss, and the best he could do was treat them how he's been treated in labels. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. I'm about to get up out of here. Shout out to Joe Buttons, man. I would have snapped too, bro. K-Dot, what's up? He said you can't repeatedly ask to throw hands with your boss. You can't, man. You can't do that, man. You can't do that, bro. You can't. I don't blame him, bro. Like, he could have been worse. He could have went off worse. Y'all crazy. This is not beer. Just so y'all know, this is root beer, bro. Like, I don't really drink no more. I don't do that. Somebody said, and if I ever do, it's a beer. Somebody said, you said Mal, DJ, and Akademiks is killing him right now, bro. He's killing him. Why are you going to go to war with Akademiks? That makes no sense. This dude does like millions of views on his Instagram posts. Like, why would you even try to go to war with a person like that? I think they think because his channel is not as active as it used to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we can take shots here and there. He ain't, bro, he's got an Instagram platform that's huge. Like, what y'all doing? Like, chill out. And now he can just sit on Twitch and just talk about y'all all day, make crazy money. He got a Lambo, a mansion, like all that, just from talking. Yeah, he was surgical with it. Akademiks was surgical. And y'all don't understand, like, Rory and MAL, y'all busy, like, snaking, you know what I'm saying, Joe Buttons. Like, Akademiks is just sitting there. He don't have a job. Like, other than this, social media is his job. Like, you know what I'm saying? He could just sit here literally on all platforms and go in on you. There's nothing you can do. He can, like, he's influential in hip hop. Like, he can make it to where people wouldn't even want to deal with you. Like, if you wanted to join forces with somebody else, he could put pressure on them. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all don't be thinking. You said it's at least 2 different Joe Buttons. Yo, You said Akademiks definitely won, ruined Rory's whole life. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. All right, y'all. I'm about to get up out of here. I'm out. Peace. But I don't blame Joe. You know what I'm saying? Even though you sneak this me. You know what I'm saying? I don't blame you. Peace.